welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena if you are new here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about manifestation, the law of attraction, and the science behind the law of attraction and manifestation. Now, it may be common knowledge to those of you who are studying the law of attraction and manifestation that quantum physics plays a huge role in manifestation and in the law of attraction. So, let me break it down. A concept that is very important to cover today's video is called entanglement, quantum entanglement. What does entanglement mean when it comes to quantum physics? This is my journal. Entanglement means when two particles can be linked in some way, they will always be bonded together beyond time and space. Whatever happens to one must happen to the other, okay? Once two particles can be linked in some way beyond space and time, they will be linked beyond space and time. And what happens to one will always happen to the other because they are connected, they are entangled. This is what entanglement means. And let's really note the beyond space and time bit, because one particle can be trapped in the past and the other particle can be stuck in the future, and what happens to one will happen to the other. So when we really broaden our perspectives here, because we are humans and we are made of particles, it can be concluded that what happens to our past self will inevitably have to happen to our present self, and vice versa. Now, because we know that we are all made of particles, and because we know that particles can become entangled with one another, our past selves and our future selves will always be entangled with one another, and our present selves and our past selves will always be entangled, and our present and our future will always be entangled. And here is where manifestation comes into play. Therefore, whatever happens to your current self, thought, or whatever you are thinking presently, will happen to your future self physical. It will come to you physically in terms of manifestation. If you are wanting to manifest something, this is why manifestation works, because we are quantumly entangled with our future self. This is what I believe, and this is what Dr. Joe Dispenza believes, and he's a doctor. So if you have trouble believing me, maybe you can believe him. So, whenever you are trying to manifest something, whatever you are thinking and feeling and visualizing in this present time-space reality, the reason why it comes true is because you are entangled with your future self. So you are thinking and feeling what you want your future self to be experiencing, to be thinking and feeling. So when the future comes, due to the laws of the universe, you are absolutely required to be thinking and feeling these things. But it is very likely that the universe will take it one step further, because you've already thought and felt it in the sense of like being active and present and feeling and visualizing what it is that you want to visualize, thinking in the mindset of manifestation. So the universe will likely bring it to you in the form of the manifestation itself, the physical thing that you are trying to manifest. What you think and feel in the now is bound to happen to your future self because you are connected to one another. You are entangled. You are quantumly entangled. Now, this is where I would like to talk about something that I think is very important. Now, if you are big on the law of attraction and manifestation, it is so probable that you have heard the phrase over and over and over again, like energy attracts like energy, or like attracts like. However, I want to let you know that like does not just attract like. It is universally bound that like must follow like due to quantum physics and entanglement. The word attract seems so subjectively suggestive that the person learning about the law of attraction may perceive it as optional. Like may optionally attract like. That's what I heard when I started learning about the law of attraction at first. Yes, like attracts energy, but if you don't fully believe in that yet, then it may seem more optional to you that like attracts like when it wants to. Like attracts like when it feels like it. Like sometimes attracts like, but it really depends on your vibe, and it's really back and forth, so who knows these days? No. Okay, none of that. I do have a reason why your like might not be attracting your like, and it's not going to be the answer that you want to hear, but it is likely the reason that you need to hear, so I'll get into that later. But let me continue on this train of thought here. Universally, it is a fact that like has to follow like. Like must follow like. That is just one of the laws of the universe. Like has to follow like It always will. Once you learn and accept this, it automatically becomes so much easier to manifest anything into your life. It automatically becomes so much easier to use the law of attraction because you now understand what it is that you are working with. Not only do you now understand what it is that you are working with in terms of, the laws of the universe, but it changes your belief. Once you come to terms in understanding that like has to attract like, this is why your manifestations work or don't work. If they aren't working right now, it's because your energy isn't actually in a like, manifest, gratitude, love mindset. Instead, you're actually in a needy or desperate or really clinging on to it and not wanting to let go, or a place of lack or fear mindset, when really what you should be focusing upon is love. But get there later. Once you learn and you are able to accept this, manifesting will become so much easier because you have changed your belief behind manifesting, and belief plays the biggest part in manifesting, literally, than any other key point manifesting possibly could offer. Belief is where it all stems down to. Now you believe that no matter what, like will always follow like because it has to, and that's why the law of attraction works so well even when people don't want it to work so well. When you don't want it to work, that's what you're focusing upon. You're focusing on the fact that you don't want it to work, and so like has to follow like, and it's gonna freaking work, okay? It's gonna work in every situation here, and that is what I have been focusing upon and realizing. Like always attracts like energy, and it doesn't just attract it. It is universally bound that like energy has to follow like energy. Now, because belief affects manifestation more than anything else, and because now you believe that like will follow like, because you know it to be true, you know it to be a true fact, now it is a lot more likely that your like will follow like. And I don't mean more likely, because it's universally bound that it will happen. That's why I'm saying the word attract seems so subjectively suggestive. Like, it'll follow like when good karma's on my side. It'll follow like when whatever. That is not true. Like will always follow like, okay? This is why when you are in a bad mood, bad things will probably keep happening to you. This is why when you're in a good mood, you probably feel like you're on top of the world and nothing can go wrong. And things seemingly just go right. And of course, when you are in this state of limbo, up and down, because it takes a little bit of time for the universe to yield your manifestation results, when you are in an up and down, back and forth mindset and sense of emotions, it can seem like the law of attraction is just everywhere and there aren't any set rules or anything, because sometimes things are really good and sometimes things just get really bad out of nowhere. But if something gets really bad out of nowhere, it's likely because the vibe you are sending out isn't actually as positive as you think it is. So that would be the time to tune in with yourself, fine-tune your feelings, fine-tune your emotions, and work through whatever it is that you have to work through. That is the time that being mindful will really help you, because like follows like. So if bad things are happening in your life, your outside world is just a reflection of what is going on the inside, whether you are suppressing it or not. So the moment that you decide to look inside of yourself and open up and feel what you need to feel, then the sooner you'll be able to work through the bad things and allow better things to come in. What affects whether your manifestations come true or not is entirely up to what you believe. If you believe they will come true, they will come true. If you believe that they won't come true, it's very, very, very probable that they will not come true. If you are certain that your manifestations will come true, then they absolutely will. Because like attracts like, this means that certainty attracts certainty. If you are certain your manifestations will come true, then it is certain to happen. Like attracts like does not just mean like attracts like. It means like is universally bound to follow like, okay? Okay, like doesn't just follow like. It has to. It literally has to. Everything in regards to the laws of the universe regarding quantum physics states that like has to follow like. Okay, that's what I gotta say. This means not only does like attract like, but love attracts love. feeling love will attract people who love you. If you choose to feel love, then you will attract people who love you back. Hate attracts hate. If you are feeling hatred towards the circumstances in your life, then this will only bring more circumstances to your life for you to hate. So I suggest you hop off that train. Confusion attracts confusion. Notice how confusion never leads to clarity without shifting mindsets first? That's something I've noticed. The word can be replaced with anything and it will always be true. Like attracts like, love attracts love, hate attracts hate, confusion attracts confusion, clarity attracts clarity, etc. Put any word there and it will likely be true because like attracts like, so whatever it's like will follow. Cool. Therefore, like always follows like. Have I said that enough in this video? Probably not. Therefore, like always follows like. But if your manifesting has not been followed by the manifestation itself, this just means that you are not actually certain that it will come true. This likely means that you have doubts, whether it be stemming from a lack of self-love. If you're wanting to manifest good things into your life, you have to learn to love yourself first, because how can you ever believe that you deserve this thing enough to actually attract it into your life if you don't love yourself? Self-love is so important when it comes to manifestation. I have a video all about self-love if any of you are interested. I will link that above and you can watch that after you finished this video. So if you know that self-love is the thing that you need to work upon, I highly suggest you watch that video. If it's not, I suggest you watch it anyway. You might learn something. But if self-love is not the thing, if you know that you already love yourself, whatever, blah, 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 I still recommend you look into self-love. But if you're like for sure, you know you love yourself, you got it, you're good, then you just need to find where it is that you are uncertain. The only reason that a manifestation wouldn't come true is because you don't believe enough. So certainty follows certainty. If you are certain, then it will certainly come true. But on the other hand, uncertainty follows uncertainty as well. So if you are uncertain if your manifestation is going to come true or not, you will have uncertain results. It won't seem very likely. Your manifestations will always come true only if you are certain that they will. Not desperate, not clinging on to it, not begging and pleading, not desperate, but certain. You just know. And it's a lot easier than it seems because we know about quantum entanglement. We know that once two particles can connect in some way, they are entangled. Therefore, what happens to one will always happen to the other. So what is happening to your past self or your present self will be happening to your future self. So if you continue to invest in yourself now, in your present self, if you invest in this current you, then your future self will benefit. Your future self is bound to reap the benefits. And additionally, one of the last few things that I have left to say in this video is that another important thing to note is that mind and matter are also entangled. This is why manifestations can come true. Your consciousness, your mind, has effects on energy, matter, because your mind is energy, and energy has consciousness. Let me read that again. Your consciousness, also known as your mind, has effects on energy, matter, because your mind is energy and energy has consciousness. Therefore, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest into your life, whether it be a physical thing or a conceptual concept, wow, conceptual concept, it's literally possible because mind and matter are entangled. So if you ask me, I think this is some of the best news in the whole wide world. It basically just proves that literally everything is possible. Literally anything is possible. You can have literally anything that you want can come into your life just because you want it to. I think that's amazing news, okay? I hope you think it's amazing news too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I sincerely hope that this video was very helpful for you. If you haven't yet, I'm doing a giveaway. Oh my god, yay! So if you haven't yet, go watch that video. I'll link it down below and I'll also link it over here. Watch that video. I dare you, I dare you, I dare you, because I'm giving away some things. Money is involved, yes. So if you haven't yet and you're interested, check out my giveaway. I will be announcing the winners on the first week of November, so stay tuned for that. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you have a tremendously wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. Give my video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave a comment about anything. I love responding to your comments, so please say something and I'll say something back. like communication or something? I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I love you all, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!